Okay, I guess we are live, but never mind about Facebook, because I don't know. There is a problem with Facebook. Okay, let's begin. So, in this video, I will show you how to create a groove. I'm sorry, I will show you how to create a typography style guide for your own funnel project. Okay, so let me go to a website called figma.com. Then once you created your free account, just click on new design file and then click on this icon. It's called resources. Then go to plugins. Okay, find these plugins. The first plugin is called typography style guide, and the second plugin is called type scales. Okay, so that's what you are going to download right now. I'm sorry, install. It is easy to install, by the way. So after you've done that, go and, for example, click on this and find a square like so, and then click on this. Right click and then go until you see the plugins, and then click on type scales. Okay, here it is. So what you are going to do here, for example, let me give you an example. In Groovefunnels or Groovepages, the base font size is 16 pixels. Okay, the base font size is 16 pixels. So that's what you are going to write in here. Okay, if you are using ClickFunnels 1.0, then the base font size is 10 pixels. Okay, just to let you know. There are some designs. There are some designs in the internet that uses 12 pixels. Okay, it depends on on your need, but my recommendation, or the normal font that everyone can see with or without glasses, is 16 pixels. Okay, like you see, the biggest font size is 61 pixels. Okay, in Groovepages, I will show you. Let me open Groovepages real quick. Yeah, nope, I think we are not live. There is a problem for some reason. No, everything is okay. Okay, once you are on Groovepages, and if I can open any page or any site and go to the elements, just let it load. It will take some time. Let me refresh. Click on the elements. Like you see the text in here, there is an H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay, and there is a paragraph, and there is a title with a paragraph. Okay, so there is 6 headings, there is 1 paragraph and 1 title and with a paragraph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, if you go to Figma, and I want the scales to be 8, because from heading 1 to heading 6 is 6 scales, and there is the title font, and there is also the paragraph font. Oh, let me have it at 7. Okay, like you see, let me choose when before, if you want to choose a small font like under 16 pixels, here is where you can choose how many small fonts you want, and it will be down here. So for example, I want three font scales. So there is 13, 10 pixels and 8 pixels. But in my instant, I only want one. Okay, and that is it. Like you see, there is 13 pixels, a small font. The normal paragraph is 16 pixels, heading 6 is 20 pixels, and so on. Okay, so that 76 pixels is the title font. The heading 1 is 61 pixels. The heading 2 is 49 pixels. Heading 4 is 39 pixels, and so on. Okay, what else you can do? You can choose the scale. How much do you want this to be scaled? For example, I want this minor second. So the biggest font will be 25 pixels, which is not much. And 36, and there is 1.125, not that much. For example, let me go to a website, the Groove sales page website. Okay, just let it load. Like you see, the font, the headline font in here is 55 pixels. Okay, and when you scroll down, once I find it, here it is. This font, I think it is 72 pixels or 70 pixels. Let me confirm. Yeah, 70 pixels. So what you are going to do is go to Figma, and you need to have a font that is 70 pixels. The biggest font will be 70 pixels, which is the title font. Okay, so the title font here is 57, and the minor third. Okay, this is 76. We are almost there. Let me have at 3. Okay, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1.234. Like you see, it is very similar font sizes as the font sizes that you see in here. Okay, it is very similar. Okay, so like you see, there is the title font is 70 pixels, heading 1 is 56 pixels, and the heading 2 is 46 pixels, heading 3 is 37 pixels, heading 4 is 30 pixels, heading 5 is 24 pixels, heading 6 is 20 pixels, and the paragraph is 16 pixels. The smallest paragraph is 13 pixels. That is it really. Then what you are going to do is go to Groovepages. For example, let me copy this text and go to Groovepages, and let me create a new page. Blank template. And if I can grab a blank container or a one column container. Okay, like you see, then I will go and grab the title with a paragraph, for example. This is the title. I will paste this text in here, and what I am going to do is just click on the title and just make this center and scale this to 70 pixels. As you all know, this is the title font size is 70 pixels. Okay, then when you go to the laptop, like you will see that the font is very big, and when you go to the horizontal iPad and the vertical iPad, it is much bigger. So the next thing we want to do is make this responsive. We want to make this text responsive. So what you are going to do is, like you see, this is 70 pixels. Okay, so this is a tool that I will just have it in the comments real quick. Okay, now it is in the comments. So what you're going to do is, so the title font here is 70 pixels, right? And the base, the base viewport width, or the base container width of GrooveFunnels is 1200 pixels. Okay, so click to get view width unit, and here it is. Okay, the next thing you want to do is just copy this, and as you are, I don't know I don't know if you noticed, but the the laptop screen size in Groove is 992 pixels. Okay, so the base container in here is 1200, and the base container width in the laptop size is 992 pixels. Let me open the doc and write this down for you. So the normal block container size is 1200 pixels. Okay, and the laptop block container size is 992 pixels. Okay, the next thing, when you go to the horizontal iPad, okay, the horizontal iPad is 768 pixels wide. Okay, let me, like so, and there is the vertical iPad. Size is 640 pixels. Just let me make this. The last thing is the phone. Let me go, and yes, the phone is, let me go to the document. The phone size is 330 pixels. Like so. Just, there is something you need to keep in mind, is that one viewport, in here, I will have it in here. One viewport, one view width, okay, of 1200 pixels is 12 pixels. Okay, and the one viewport, let me copy this and paste it. A one viewport of a 992 pixels is 9 6.92 pixels. I'm sure you've got the idea by now. And the 768 pixels, the one viewport of it, the one view width of the 768 is 7.68 pixels. Okay? What else? Here, the vertical iPad is 640 pixels, and it is 6.4 pixels for the vertical iPad. The last thing is the phone, like all of you noticed, is 3.3 pixels. Okay? Then what else we can do? What else we can do about this? So, for example, the normal is 1200 pixels. So, this is 70 pixels. When I go to the 992 pixels wide, we need to decrease the font based on the view width in here. So what my method is, let me open the calculator real quick. Okay, it is 5.83 view width minus 1. So the results will be 4.83 in width. Okay. Next thing is you need to multiply this by 9.92 pixels. The result will be 47 pixels, and then sum this result with 16 pixels, which is 63 pixels. Okay, we will have the font in here 63 pixels. If we toggle off the responsiveness and go to the size and make this 63 pixels. Like you see the results in here, it looks good in my opinion. Next thing is you want to check the horizontal iPad. So the horizontal iPad is 7.68. So what I'm going to do, I will do the same. So let me show you. It is 4.83, 7.68, and the result is 37.09 and plus 16 pixels, which is the base font size, and the result is 53 pixels. Okay, if we go to the Groovepages, and it is 53. Okay, like you see the drastic change. It is not drastic, but it is responsive now. Like you see, the base font size is 70 pixels, but when you go to the laptop, it needs to be very responsive, so for everyone can see it. And the horizontal is 53 pixels, like we discussed. And in the iPad, let's do this. When you go to the document, the vertical iPad is 6.4 pixels. So what I'm going to do is 4.83 and 6.4 is 30 pixels. 30 pixels plus 16 pixels, which is the base font size, is 46.9 pixels. So that's what I'm going to be adding here, 46.9 pixels. Okay, and the font size is 3.3 pixels, so I will do the same. 4.83, 3.3, is 15 pixels plus 16 pixels, which is the base font size, is 31.3. I'm sorry, 31.9, which is approximately 32 pixels. So now I think you've got the idea by now. Now it is very responsive. Okay, what's next? Groovepages. In Groovepages, you must specify the line height. Don't make it parent default, just make it normal. I will show you later why. So I think that's it. Now all you have to do is just make this, for example, black, and change the font to, for example, BBAS, like so, and so on. So what is next? Now this is the font sizes. You can do the same in the heading 1. Do the same. So if I add here 56 pixels and click to get results, the results will be 4.66 pixels. Okay, I will do the same. So I will say 4.66 pixels minus 1. You need to have a minus 1, which is 3.66 pixels. Okay, and in the laptop, for example, which is 9.92, I will have this divided or multiplied by 9.92 pixels, and the result will be 36 pixels, and 36 pixels plus 16 pixels is 52 pixels. I hope you are not lost in here, but it is what it is. Let me have this in here. So the first step is grab, check the tool, and get the for example, the font size and transfer the font size to view width. Next step is do this calculation. So the view width, the font size in view width minus 1. I can do this in Excel or in an Excel sheet or on a Google sheet, but it is what it is. Let me increase the font in here. So the font in view width minus 1, okay, and then plus the block size, okay. Let me have so the font size in view width minus 1, and then multiply it by the block size, which is, for example, the block size in which is this, for example, or 9.92 pixels, for example, and then plus 16, or plus the base font size. Okay, this is the calculation. You can do it via CSS or so on, but I'd like to do it manually. and this is the calculation for it. Okay guys, so for example, I have a font size which is 56 pixels, and now the results in the 992 pixels, wide is 52 pixels, and so on. Okay, I think that is it. And I hope you've learned something in this video, and I will see you in the next one, guys. See you guys.